Hello Cancer, welcome to your July forecast and also welcome to my private jungle. I am Nadia, the astrologer for people who do not believe in astrology but who love their horoscopes, and that's the horoscope for July 2025 for Cancers. Venus, for the first 3.5 days of July, will be working together with Uranus, the planet of unexpected and unconventional and futuristic in your area of future and social connections. It's great both for networking, connecting with beautiful unconventional people, and also for painting a beautiful picture of what your unconventional future may look like years or even decades from now. After that, Venus will enter Gemini, where it will be half hidden from you until the very end of July. Or more like it will be hidden from your ego, from the part of you that wants to be seen and perceived by the world doing something meaningful. So the best way to use this time from the 4th until the 31st of July is to rest and recuperate, recharge beautifully. This Venus will be helping you with disconnecting, entering a semi-trance-like state, playing around with images or with text that has symbolic value for you. Things that charm you, but that you cannot quite make sense of how to make them work for you or how to use them pragmatically. It's a great time for creative imagination or for allowing some of the creative ideas to incubate, but also for smoothing out some old grudges. If you have been wronged by someone or if you have wronged someone, then Venus in this area of your chart may help you to make peace with it before you would emerge next month and maybe try to solve it on a pragmatic level. So first find peace and only then act. This month, it's best to allow other people to shine before you, and you yourself would do better focusing on your inner, pleasant, creative, beautiful processes that you would not share with others, or something secretly pleasant, or on working on a makeover, the results of which will be revealed in August or at the very end of July. Right after Venus enters Gemini and hides from you a little bit, Uranus will also enter Gemini on the 7th of July. And Uranus here will also be hidden from you a little bit, so you wouldn't need to worry too much about being very unconventional, original, true to your real self. This task you will receive 7 or 8 years from now. But for now, you will be able to allow Uranus to work with your unconsciousness, to slowly, remember 7 years is a long time, to slowly allow you to get rid of or to lose connection with something in your unconscious mind that would have blocked you. In your horoscope, Gemini rules the area of the unconsciousness, but also of things that are secret and also of the ending of cycles. When it comes to the unconsciousness and secret imaginary dream life, you may experience the awakening of this inner life, and you may be surprised by the images that find you or ideas that also find you and surprise you. And again, this is not something that you use pragmatically. It's more like your inner life would become more unconventional. Your solitude may become more weird and experimental. And within those next 7 years, you may experience the ending of multiple cycles. Not necessarily this July, but again, also in this July, you may get a hint of what it is in your internal life, in your inner life, in how you react without reflecting, that stopped serving you. like maybe some inner attitudes that you do not act upon and you will not act upon have outstayed their welcome. But to make it very simple, you don't have to do anything. When Uranus enters Gemini, you can just forget about it if you allow yourself enough time to dream, to fantasize, to pay attention to what images attract you or what ideas charm you. A more important factor are the two slow planets that have already moved into a new sign in the past few months. I'm talking about Saturn and Neptune in Aries. In your horoscope, Aries rules career, business, social status, everything official. And Saturn will remain there for a couple of years. Neptune will be there for 12 years or something. And these two are a couple of demanding planets. And they are now putting pressure on you to plan and perform and act in a very responsible manner when it comes to career, social standing, your place in society, your reputation, what your documents say about you, which status you have according to your documents. And you must have felt this pressure already. Those two planets have been there for a couple of months already, so they must have started putting pressure on you in terms of your official social standing. And you must have felt it. And what's going to happen this month is that both those planets turn retrograde. This is absolutely not a problem. Those slow planets, they have their retrograde every year. It is a process when they move forward, they make us pay attention to new things, new tasks, new circumstances. Then they move back, allowing us some time to digest and to regroup ourselves and to prepare for the next time they move through this area. So in your case, it must have been clear already how hard the task is that stands in front of you, or how little prepared you are, or what limitations you have. Maybe what you want to do is a lot, or maybe you're scared. In any case, once those planets turn retrograde, the pressure will start dropping slowly. The task is still there, it's just that it's not so urgent or not so difficult at the moment, or maybe you just cannot work on it yet. You will be able to work on it later, just not yet. So if you will feel the pressure dropping, use it to do two things. First, rest, restore, relax, enjoy life, get inspired. And then also prepare something for the time when in 2026 the pressure will start getting not just real, but even stronger than what you have already experienced. So whatever resources you are missing, whatever skills or support or knowledge you are missing, use the second half of 2026 to get that, so you would be able to use it in 2026. Now, there's also a full moon in Capricorn on the 10th of July. For you, this is a milestone and like a check-in with what's going on in the important relationships in your life. This may be a romantic partnership, this may be a valuable friendship, or even the relationship you have with your adversary, with your opponent, with your enemy. And full moons are usually illuminating things, making things clear. And for you, that would be a nice time to celebrate the relationships that work for you. For Capricorn, it's very important that things work. And for acknowledging things that don't work for you as a person, but also as a couple of romantic partners, or a couple of friends, or a couple of colleagues, or a couple of co-authors, whatever. A very influential sign this July is Leo. Mercury also already entered Leo in June. In your horoscope, Leo rules personal finance. It is what you earn, it is what you spend, it is what you own. Critical thing here is that all of those things are 100% yours. It's your salary or the thing that you get being paid by your clients. It's what you spend personally. 100% of the money you give is yours. It's what you own completely, not shared with anyone else. Why I am making such a fuss about being clear about it is because Mercury already contacted Pluto, that's standing on the opposite side of your horoscope. And there will also be a new moon in Leo on the 24th that will be strongly influenced by Pluto in Aquarius, in this opposite side of your horoscope. And this opposite side of your horoscope that is ruled by Aquarius also rules other people's money and resources and property that you benefit from without owning it or without owning it to 100%. It is shared property, it is funding, it is other people's money that you can also spend or benefit from. And also investments, debt, everything other than salary and what you own to 100%. And Pluto is the planet of deep transformation. It entered Aquarius in 2024, and in 2025 it is already firmly there. So it will spend many years there, more than 10. I forgot how many exactly. I'm ashamed. The point is that it will have years to facilitate deep transformation in this area of your life. If you are very dependent on the resources of others, people, organizations, state, whatever, maybe you will have to change that and individualize more and become more self-reliant. If you have been avoiding using other people's or other organizations, entities, property, resources, if you have been too self-reliant, maybe the deep change will mean that you would be more free to do that. Like, for example, find funding for your projects, borrow money for your business, allow the people who have more resources than you to help you in life, that sort of thing. I don't know which direction it's going to take, but this deep transformation already started happening, if it's about to happen at all. And so both the Mercury and the new moon that will happen in Leo on the 24th are under strong influence of that Pluto. And so whatever you're going to plan for your personal finance, how I want to earn, how much I want to earn, what I want to spend my money on, how do I want to approach budgeting, those sort of things. How do I want to deal with my property? Do I want to sell something off or something? Or maybe do I want to buy something? Or maybe do I want to rent something out? So all of those things will eventually depend on how this opposite side point in this axis is developing, and what your relationship is with funding or with other people's money or with the resources of different organizations, funds, whatever. To add to that, on the 18th, Mercury is turning retrograde. So in this area of personal finance, private finances, you will have to, in the second half of July, rethink something or redo something, recalculate something, rebudget. Maybe amazing time for returns. If you bought something and you can return something and it's already clear that you're not going to make use of it, then return those things. If you own something and you're not using it and it has some value, maybe you want to sell it. Also a great thing under Mercury retrograde in this area of your horoscope. You may get some unexpected news about your money, bank account, things you own, things you spend. Maybe unpleasant, maybe pleasant, don't know, but surprising, unexpected. The good news in all of that is that next summer, in July 2026, Jupiter, planet of luck, abundance, expansion, success, is going to enter Leo, your area of personal finances, And this would be an amazing time for earning much, much better than you're earning now. So maybe budgeting this year is more appropriate, and adapting to the changing situation in which resources you have access to, and planning ahead in a way that would allow you to succeed financially in the second half of 2026 and in 2027. And then at the very end of the month, on the 31st of July, Venus will enter your sign. And about that I will talk more about in my August forecast. But in general, she will make you more attractive, make your life more pleasant, but she will also strengthen Jupiter, the planet of abundance and luck and wisdom that's already in your sign since last month. So I wish you a nice, relaxing July. Remember that beauty and pleasure are more available to you this month in a private setting. Think about your career, business, and social standing and official status. The pressure may ease a little bit on you in this area, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything. You will have to do a lot. So now is the time to prepare for what you will be doing about it next year. And use the energy of the new moon to rethink your financial life, to start doing it in a more smart way, but also be flexible, because second half of July Mercury is retrograde in this area of your chart, of your horoscope. So more likely than not, you will have to be more creative and more flexible with finances, so that in 2026, 2027, you will have a lot of luck here in this area of your life. Okay, that was it. See you in the next videos. Bye.